Hi friends, this is your option pro trader Ravi Kumar. Today I thought of making a video on how a professional trader keeps his morning setup before market opens. This is a very important topic because most of the novice traders or new traders, they will not be aware like how a professional trader will keep his morning setup, so that and how his mindset will be in the morning, and how he go through different topics, and observe it, and then how he will proceed for the trade. That's the before market opens. What are the things should be ready? They are the very important topics which I am going to discuss today. And yeah, let me go to the subject and explain you about it. The first thing a professional trader will look at is he should aware about the global market doing, how the global markets are doing, especially the US market closing, especially Dow Jones or Nasdaq status, whether they are in positive or negative. This needs to be checked before you do anything like go to the global index websites, and you can look at this data, which I will show you in the next minute. Also look at SGX Nifty status. SGX is a Singapore based index, and most of the time our Nifty and SGX Nifty work in tandem. So you check for SGX Nifty whether up or down. That's most important. If SGX Nifty is up, then our Nifty will also open in a similar zone. Or if it is down, Nifty or Bank Nifty, which will be also with a gap down, it will open gap down. Also, most important thing is keep watch on the local news. That's the most important thing. Any events are coming up in those days, so that you are aware that the trade, because the market is going very randomly, or you can say it behaves very violently, so that you can avoid those days. So let me show you these two first, how you can look these data in the internet, then you can observe that. Let me go to the website and show you. And you can go to moneycontrol.com. This is the website called moneycontrol.com, and you can search this moneycontrol.com. You get into the site like this. This is the money control website. If you scroll down, you can see here, you can see this is a global market. You can see this is a global market. Click here, view all global markets, so that it will give you the overall status of the global market. For example, you can see the US market. US market is, you can see December 24th. Today is holiday, December 25th. This was the December 24th day, how it was. It was 0.26 green on 24th. And you can see these are the European markets also. European markets also trading narrow range. That means in the small range. You can see this is also small range. And in terms of Indian market or Asian markets, you can see SGX Nifty also very marginally. It was kind of a small margin. It is operated 0.05. In fact, December 25th, still they are working, still the trade is going on. Means the market is open in Singapore Nifty. They have taken any holiday today. It looks like that. You can see 0.05, 0.04. Important thing is you look at SGX Nifty. That is most important, because most of the time our Nifty also will be in tandem with this. You can see 13,753. Ours Nifty also will be in the same range, which I will show you in the next this thing. And these are all the Chinese and Japanese and other some of the other Shanghai, China. You can see this 0.9. For us, most important is look at Nasdaq, how is previously closed. Look for SGX Nifty. That is the most important. If this is in negative, you can expect our market will also either gap up or gap down, or maybe it will open at the flat, so that you can see the market is completely flat these days. Apart from this, you can go to any news channels, or maybe any economics times or anything like that. You know that any news also, whether you have any news, keep watch on the local news events also, because any election results or US election results, any event like banking policies have been releasing. So those days you try to avoid the trading. This is the most important to look at the global market. This is the first thing you need to prepare yourself before you get into the market. That is the first activity you should do in look at the market. Then you have to keep ready your chart. Probably 5 minutes chart is ideal for day trading. This is the most important chart. You should keep it ready before the market opens. In this 5 minutes chart, the important things you should mark on the chart itself before the market comes up. The first thing you should do is mark on the chart the previous day high and low. This is the most important. So once you mark high and low, you know that once the market opens, whether it opens above this high or below the low. So that is the most important. Based on this, you can always take the trade. This is the most important. If you mark, and this time, most of the time the high will maybe work as a support, and the low maybe work as a resistance. Support. Low is a support and high may be resistance. This is the most important. And also mark any supply and demand zones from previous sessions. That means maybe a turnaround in the market could have taken a turn, would have come down on the upside or maybe downside. This I will show you in the chart. This is the most important thing. And mark days low and high. So this can be after the market open. This you can mark once, maybe say around 15 minutes. Once the candles are formed, you can mark two lines above and below and up. That can be that day's high and low you need to mark. That's the most important activity. These things I will show you in the chart how you can mark it. Okay. Also, you can note previous swing high and low, like how the swing had happened in the previous day or previous sessions. This will work as a support and resistance. It will make easy for take proper trades. That's the most important thing. Also, you can note down the gaps in the previous gaps. As market will cover these gaps in the coming sessions, you always mark any gaps are opened in the previous days, so that you can always look market, so that those gaps will be filled either gap up or gap down. These gaps will be filled in the near future. That is the most important thing you should know before you take the trade. And apart from this, if possible, keep Nifty and Bank Nifty chart together. This I will show you in a kite chart, so that you can look, because most of the time Nifty and Bank Nifty moves in tandem, so that when you take a trade, before entering any trade, you can observe whether how Nifty is behaving or Bank Nifty is behaving. Based on that, you can always take a trade. These are the important things to be marked on your chart before you start your activity or maybe trade. So let me show you how this can be marked on your chart, and you can do that. For that, let me go to the this is the you can go for trading view. There is a website called trading view. You can get into that trading view, and here I've set 5 minutes chart. This is the Bank Nifty 5 minutes chart. You can look at it. For example, I selected the Bank Nifty. This is also important. For example, yesterday's 24th is date. You should mark your low. You can go for tool here and put a line like this. This can be previous day low, and this is your previous day high. So whenever the example today is 24 and 2 days holidays are 28, Monday morning when the market opens, if the market opens above this level, then it's the chances are the market can go up. So this is one thing you should know. And if the market comes down, and this previous day support can work as a support also. This is a very important you should know, because most of the Navy's traders, they don't know which side they should take the trade. They will miss these kind of markings. So that is the most important thing. That's what I told you about mark your previous day and previous day high and low. Next is supply and demand. Supply matlab like where the sellers are sitting and where buyers are sitting. That's the most important thing you should look in a chart. For example, I will show you. I will take a little bigger area that you can see. You can see here the market has reversed. Market has reversed from this place. So you mark this as your you can say supply or demand. You can call it as this. You can mark like in a different color maybe, so that this is aware, you are aware that this is a demand zone. Most of the buyers bought here and the market went up. Next is you can mark it as a demand zone, maybe supply zone. This is the sellers. You can see people are sitting here. These two are important for any trade. Whenever the market, suppose here it opens, this will work as a resistance. So that's the most important thing, and the market can come down. So also you can take a breakout strategy also you can apply here. That's the most important thing. You should mark your supply and demand zone. This is a demand and this is supply. Wherever the highest point returned, the market has returned, that will work as a supply and demand. This is very, very important to mark in your day trading, because that will be always useful for your it will work as a support and resistance. That's the most important thing, I think. And also you can mark days low and high. This, once the market opens, you can always go and mark your day. For example, you are working in 15 minutes chart. Before you take a trade, you can mark your this is the say example market open here. If you are working on 5 minutes chart, you can, or maybe 15 minutes chart, you can mark this. So this you can say, you can always say this is the today's high and low, you can mark it, or you can put like this here, somewhere here you can mark this is at that moment days high and low, any time frame whichever you prefer, you can choose it, so that from there you can choose which side the market is going. Once this breaks this level, you can always enter your trade and book your profit at the next. You can see next demand zone, supply zone, the market has come down, or maybe previous day high, the market has come down. So this is how you can always use your days high and low. Either you can mark 15 minutes, depends on you, 30 minutes or 1 hour, you can choose that. That's the most important activity you should mark uh, the, on the chart. So next one is mark your gap ups and gap downs. That is always market will always for example, you can see here yesterday there is a gap open here. You can see there is a gap. So suddenly market has opened with a pretty gap. Maybe in the future, whenever the market goes down, normally they will cover it, close these kind of gaps. For example, let me delete all this thing and I will show you how the gaps are filled in previous sessions, so that you are aware that many times gaps are filled in the charts. For example, let me show you. Can you see here? There is a, you can see there is, you can mark a gap here. There was a gap like this. So you can see when the market came and closed this gap. So normally they will fill these gaps. So this is the most important. You can see here it is filled the gap. So this is very important to take your trades. Maybe it will fill and go back. That's where you always mark your gaps, and you know that you are aware that the gaps are filled properly, and you can take the trade based on that. And if possible, you can keep both the chart Nifty and Bank Nifty together, so that that is the most important. For that, maybe you can go to Kite or maybe Zerodha charts, because yeah, let me show you here. You can log in, so, and that's the most important topic which I want to do show you. You can choose any chart like this, right? And go to display here, go to display, go down, and here charts, you can choose Nifty 50 and Nifty Bank like this, and done. You just click it, so that both will open. The both charts will be opened, so that you are aware that how the things are behaving. You can see both are behaving. You can see both are in the same range, in the 1445 and 1445. You can see they come down together. Even you can see here somewhere 1320 the market went up. Similarly 1320, you can see somewhere here the market went up. So the both of the Nifty and Bank Nifty work in tandem. So you can always look by looking at one of the chart. Say example, Nifty is moving up. You can see here the Bank Nifty was coming down at say around 12:50 to 1 o'clock somewhere. But here you can see the market was uptrend. Here it was sideways sometime. Since it gave a breakout, here Bank Nifty also gave a breakout. So important thing is you observe Nifty is say father of all our indexes, because it contains all the indices, and Bank Nifty also most of the time follow this. So this will be very useful for your taking trades. You can observe both how Nifty is behaving and Bank Nifty is behaving, because most of the time they work together. So once observe these two, it's easy to track how you can take your trades and things like that. So this is the most important things you should really know before you take the trades. And if you follow these steps, whichever I explained you here, so this is how a professional trader is always keeps his morning session. So he marks all the day high low and all the things which I explained in the chart. That's the most important. So that based on these things, you can always apply your strategies. I have made a lot of strategies which I will make a separate video, because this is going to be a little bigger video. People needs to spend some more time. I will talk about it later. Yeah, and thank you for watching this video. And if you like my videos, please go on my YouTube and please like and subscribe it. This is my Telegram link. This is my Telegram link. It's a WhatsApp number here. You can always follow me on my Telegram link. I can show you my Telegram link also here. So because I also give some trades in the Telegram links. You can always use it for for the day trading, because I will give some provide some calls there. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.